Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of America's favorite reality show, Sky Harbor Live. It's a show where we deal with technical issues, talk about life, and discuss why Boeing is going down. I'm your host, Slav, and welcome to a very warm Sky Harbor Airport. Let's hang out for an hour, talk planes, talk life, talk everything. We are currently looking out into downtown Phoenix. It's a bit warm over here. Let's see what's going to come this way. I do see an MD-11 coming in, but I don't know if it's going to be meeting us on this runway. But overall, welcome. Welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy. This is a bit of a test that we're going to be doing with this freaking hotspot with Verizon. Probably our last show using Verizon as a provider, as my new hotspot has shipped, and we should be able to move on from the nightmare that is Verizon. Alrighty, so let's see, what do we have going on? We have a couple of MDs, but I'm pretty sure since the south side is not busy, the MDs are going to be landing over on that side. I really know how to pick the wrong side whenever I do these lives, to be honest. Somebody said that the southwest side is boring, so I decided to pick this side, and as a result, this is going to be the boring side today. So also, I hope you guys are having a lovely day, staying cool, probably cooler than Hi Laura. Howdy Phil, welcome back my friend. So our goal is to get the A350 coming in, so right now it's a bit of a slow time. I really hope this MD-11 comes on this side, because that would be awesome. I'm seeing it, it's currently above Glendale. Chances are this plane looks like it's headed to the other side. So let's see what our first plane of the day is going to be when it comes to landing. It looks like our first plane for landing might actually be a Southwest coming from Midway, since they just probably rerouted him to avoid the whole issue with whatchamacallit, the traffic. Also, I don't know if you heard the news, but Envoy Air is turning Sky Harbor into one of their bases. So I'm actually very curious to see what they're going to do. So let's see, nothing on the horizon just yet. Please God, let this MD-11 come this way. So our first plane that we're going to film landing is going to be a Southwest 737-8 coming in from Midway. The plane is 10 years old, registration N8316H. Please, baby Jesus, let's see if this MD is going to come this way. So far, it looks like he is actually making a turn. It's always good when we get the larger jets. Nope, he's going on runway 7. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you. I was really hoping he was going to come our way, but I guess not. Looks like he is headed to the south side of the runway. So we are unfortunate, we won't be getting a big bird coming in. I was hoping he'd surprise me and maybe change the runway, but I guess not today. So our first plane that we're going to film landing is coming from Midway. Also, I'm going to do my best to monitor the chat. I will probably be on for approximately an hour. So enjoy the hour with me. And then Friday I'm hoping to have like probably a 2 or 3 hour show. Nice landing. Hold on. Uh-oh, check this out, guys. Looks like we may be lucky today. Guys, this is awesome. We are getting an MD-11 landing on this runway. You don't understand how happy I am. I literally thought this plane was going to go on the other side of the runway. Alrighty, so up next for us is an MD-11 coming from Memphis. The plane is 32 years old. Its registration is N601FE. So let's see this thing coming in. We have one of our viewers coming in and hopefully helping me out with the internet issues we've been having. Also, it's incredibly hot here today, guys. Here she is. It's always exciting seeing these MDs coming in. They always have an imposing stature when they're flying in. I can feel the sweat coming down my back. This isn't good. And I don't have my world famous Gatorades I keep bragging about. There she is in all of her beautiful glory coming in. How goes it? Let me put on a hat so I don't sweat. Alrighty guys, I just had to go run and get something out of my vehicle. But anyways, there she is in all her beautiful glory. The mighty 3-engine behemoth. Also, if we pan over here, we can actually see one of the United Airbuses being pushed back for departure. Alright, let's check some of your guys' chat messages, since that's what I like to do. I like to interact, make you guys be heard. Baby Jesus just texted you. It's awesome. But for those of you guys joining us for the first time, welcome to my stream. My name is Slavin. People call me Slav. I run a page called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, and we just basically film planes. But anyways, here comes a United 737-9 coming in from Denver. So this actually might take the place of this Airbus that is departing. I think United used to have a bigger presence here in the valley, and I'm seeing the red line of death coming up for my Wi-Fi. Alrighty, so you can see all the United planes are basically pushing out right now. We have an Evo Blue, and then we have a standard Continental one. So let me just talk to one of our fans, introduce myself. Be rude.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry guys, we had somebody here, so I wanted to be polite. My parents always tell me to be polite. Anyways, there he is. Look at this, the Southwest going full speed. Anyways, let's film some more landings. So that looks like an Airbus. It's an A321 coming from Minneapolis to Phoenix. Also, I just looked and we have another MD-11. Chances are we won't get lucky and get two of them landing on the same thing. Unless Phil can call baby Jesus again. have this lovely 737. I believe this is the plane that came from Denver, and he is going to be setting up in this area. Also, it is the old livery, and then right over there we have a brand new livery, United. So today's episode is going to be heavily United focused, since we are right in front of their terminal. So you guys can kind of look at some of these beautiful blue planes. And this other MD, chances are, is going to be going on the south side, because there seems to be no traffic going on the south side. So also, guys, I'd like to thank you all for the support. We gained a lot of subscribers, and it means we must be doing something right. Keep in mind, we are basically still kind of fresh at this, still trying to get better at this streaming thing. Others have more experience than us, but I think we're gonna figure it out eventually. Also, I can't stress how excited I am for it to cool off in Phoenix, because yeah. Hey UL Kingdom, Kingpin, welcome. Hey Josephine, welcome back. Thanks Phil, baby Jesus is on our side right now. Some people told me the other side is boring, so that is why I moved over to this side. Alrighty, our next plane is another United, but it's an A320 coming in from Chicago, from ORD. And Phil, you better be right, my friend. Hopefully this guy comes this way. I'll be live for an hour, and then I kind of want to just take some photos here, so figured I'd give you guys some entertainment for at least an hour, and then I'll be taking some photos, so you guys can actually click the profile below the description and follow my Instagram profile. Alrighty, so let's see what is next over there. Dude, if we get another MD-11 on the side, I'm going to be very, very excited, to be honest. So up next is a 737 MAX 8. That is coming from Dallas. Also, Phil, I need your phone, man. You keep actually getting these cool planes this way. Keep calling them. I remember when the whole MAX fiasco was happening, when the planes were falling out of the sky. I actually did a few flights on them. Now when I look back, when I looked at the Boeing documentary, I realized how dangerous that actually was. The pilots had no idea that this system existed. In case you guys aren't familiar, Boeing added the MCAS system on their 737s to compensate for the larger engines, and as a result they kind of created a kill switch that was responsible for the loss of maybe like over 300 people. Alrighty, so thanks to Phil for calling in, calling the big man upstairs, and we're going to be getting another MD coming this way. Thanks, Phil. You're the MVP. So this MD-11 is coming from Louisville. It's a 30-year-old plane for UPS. Registration N294UP. I should probably start using the plane alphabet since I'm trying to become a pilot. But I'm also Serbian. So that's my excuse for not using it. Are you shooting on a Canon?
Yeah.
What lens do you have? 150, 600?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. I was gonna say, if you don't have a lens, you're more welcome to use mine. We have one of our fans here talking. I'm chatting with him right now. We got lucky. Already in our stream, we've had 2 big boys come in. There it is with a beautiful backdrop of Camelback Mountain. They really don't make them like this anymore. Also, Sony just announced a brand new camera. It's a RTZ camera that comes with like a remote control, but it's also like $6,000. That thing will make for some sick freaking sick tracking shots. It is hot out here. I have sweat running down my glasses. Alrighty, dudes and dudettes. And then right behind it is a little 737, probably taking off from this side. I wonder how far out the Speedbird is. He should be coming. And our next plane is a Frontier Jojo the Grizzly Bear livery. It's an A320neo. Frontier has the coolest names for their planes. Smooth touchdown by Jojo the Grizzly Bear. Lock you down on the United planes while I check some chat messages. Do you know how far out the A350 is?
No, I can check real quick.
I'm doing it too. And our next plane is going to be a CRJ 700 series coming in from LAX. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. So this plane is coming from LAX, the CRJ 700 series. Smooth touchdown by the CRJ. But I don't know if you guys caught it earlier when I said that I guess Envoy Air is turning Phoenix into a base, which is pretty cool, which means you'll be able to work for that airline, and at the same time you will be able to live here and enjoy the extremely high cost of living that Phoenix has developed in the last few years. Speedbird is 40 minutes out. Thank you, Kevin. Let's see if our internet will hold out for 40 minutes, because I'm always terrified of it. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Coyotes used to have like a 757. I wonder what happened to that plane. I haven't seen that thing in a while. Did they fly it out to scrap it? Chances are yes. Speedbird, 38 minutes out. He is over Gallup, New Mexico. So hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, the Speedbird will be our final plane for today. So if you guys knew the issues I was dealing with editing, so one of my softwares decided not to work, and then my IT department decided to destroy an entire edit that was basically 6 months in the making. Also over here we have an operations guy probably doing a runway check, making sure there's no debris or anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I know we always point to these things back here, like the little jacks for the tail. It prevents the tail from striking the ground when they're loading up the plane. Hey Connie, welcome back. Lucky you, John. Hey John, who did you fly for, man? John was an MD pilot. Yeah, they usually... Thanks, Kate, for getting rid of the bot. It's a warm day here. We have somebody taking photos. Wave to everyone. Chilling here with me. Alright, I'm gonna get some water before I pass out. Alrighty, I am back. Gave out a sticker. There he is. See the process of removing it. They're moving the stand, which means the plane is probably fully loaded. They don't have to worry about it. And if anything, they might actually be pushing it out in a minute. So, fun, guys. Also, if anybody else does any streaming, do you guys have any other video capture cards you'd like to recommend? Because I'm using a Camlink 4K. Nice, John. You must have some interesting stories, my friend. Also, Josephine, hopefully you're enjoying the show. I just want to say hello to you. I'll say hello to you every time. Josephine is the mama of our group. Hey, Furkan. We don't have Turkish Airlines here. We have Southwest, which is kind of close. Not really. We went from having lots of big planes landing to basically no action right now. But I think that's about to change. Speedbird is 34 minutes out. And looks like we may have a couple of Southwest coming in. Our next plane might actually be a JSX Embraer 135 coming in from Burbank. Burbank is actually one of the more rocky airports I have ever landed in. Like literally that approach was kind of like terrifying. So waiting for this JSX while we wait. I don't want to be hunting him in the sky. That's a tiny boy. This guy is driving like 60 miles an hour through here. I am actually from Furkan. I'm actually from Serbia, former Yugoslavia. I was born in Bosnia, but I'm Serbian. So I'm a Bosnian Serb. Alrighty, here comes the little JSX. I can finally start kind of seeing its light, so we can start focusing on it. Also, the crew over there, they are gangsters for carrying all this stuff. We have our shot of downtown as we wait for this little JSX to pop up. Who's flown on JSX before, and what is your experience with them? I like that they're like a little niche airline, and getting through security is like so easy. You literally show up, basically show up to the boarding area, come in, give them a bag, and you're golden. I used to be a staff photographer at a local university, and one time I was actually sent on a JSX flight to photograph a soccer game. believe that is going to be the area they're going to be going through. I wish it was a Top Gun livery. And this United is just waiting. I think it's a charter plane for one of the teams or something. It looks like up next we might be getting a plane from Spokane, Washington. It's a 737-8, 7 minutes out. It is a plane operated by Southwest. And then over there we have our American Airlines CRJs. Alrighty, you guys have a choice between the Embraers, the E145, or the CRJ 700. What do you pick and why? Also, to all of my ramper friends that are working, stay cool. You guys deserve it. Also, remember to hit the like and subscribe and the notification for future live streams that are only going to get better. The Embraer, cause better. Thomas, you must be over 6 foot. You're just like me. I think Corey's on the other side. He is probably sweating like I am. True, pick your route before you pick your craft. 100% agree with that. Alrighty, so let's see what the next arrival is going to be. My sweat is giving me like tear gas in my eyes. It's hurting quite a bit. Speedbird is 24 minutes out. It's over Snowflake, Arizona. Snowflake is a pretty cool town. I've been there before. Small town. Alrighty, so our Southwest from Spokane is coming in next. It was a 2-hour, 9-minute flight. It's a 5-year-old 737-8H. I don't understand what they mean by the 8H and 4. If anybody can explain that, I'd really appreciate it. All I know is anytime like a Boeing 737-7H flies over my house, I know exactly that plane. Those are the loudest engines ever built. Like legitimately, those engines are very loud. This heat doesn't mess around today. also to a lot of the Phoenix spotters, I think we're going to have a 777 coming in either on Friday or Saturday as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. They usually charter a United 777. So for those of you guys that are into plane photos, I think that might be one of their planes, because I looked at their plane history and that's typically the craft they like to travel in. Also, I think the Cardinals are going to get beat down severely in that game. I'm not looking forward to it. And here comes the Southwest out of Spokane, or Spokane. How do you pronounce it? Spokane or Spokane? One or two. Spokane is one, Spokane is two. I miss the era when Southwest used to have plane-shaped snacks. I'm all about the plane snack life. Also, special thanks to the paintball guy for giving us a generous tip yesterday. Really appreciate you. It helps cover the parking for these live streams. Because parking at Sky Harbor gets a little pricey at times. And as you can see, the American Airlines fleet is starting to depart for the night. And it is going to be followed by the Southwest. Well, apparently that solved nothing. Now I don't even know how to pronounce Spokane. And we have an A320 coming in from Mexico City that is on final. And then here comes the Southwest Evel Knieveling its way over the bridge. So let's take a look at the A320 that's coming in from Mexico City. I was super excited. I thought they were going to be landing on the other side. They're going to be landing going eastbound because the lighting is better, and nope, they flipped the runway out of nowhere again. This guy is just gliding above. It's a lot easier to track these planes as they're landing versus taking off, especially with my bummed out back right now. But I'm hoping by Friday to be at 100% and we can actually have fast movements, because I can barely like take a step upstairs right now from the injury that I suffered. And this is another Southwest coming in from Midway. And for those of you Europeans, Southwest is like our version of Ryanair, but with better landings. Like, they know what they're doing. Spirit might be our equivalent of Ryanair, but with fights. And if you haven't, follow Ryanair on social media. Those dudes are freaking hilarious. And over there we have a little Honeywell, looks like an Embraer. It's at 135 or 145, one of the two. Our Speedbird is about 21 minutes out. He's above Payson. Not too far out, it's like 20 minutes out. Yeah, he might be a little bit like, might even be earlier. Yeah, today's live stream will be very short because I have a very tight deadline I have to meet. I have to finish a video by 11 o'clock tomorrow. So I gotta actually go home and finish a major edit or I'm going to get fired. As much as I like planes, I actually like having a place to live. Unless I can live in an airplane. If anyone can make it happen, let me know. Let's watch him push out this A300 or A320. Esteban, yes, I'm hiding in the shade. And hi, Sebastian. Landings equal controlled stalls. Yep. Yeah, I know, Brandon, that is what we are waiting for. We are waiting for the A350. So once that plane arrives, it'll be fun. I don't understand why people tune their cars to make like the popping noises. It is the stupidest thing ever. If you do that to your vehicle, shame. I'm shaming you right now. It's actually unhealthy for your engine. You're not giving it enough oxygen, and then you're going to be like, oh, where's my piston blown off? Or whatever. You sound like an angry old man today. Also, if you guys like memes, you should follow the worst content. It's like an aviation themed meme page. Some of the stuff on there is absolutely hilarious. I find it to be like pretty funny and spot on. Alrighty, let's see what is next. I'm just waiting this plane to emerge from where they pushed it. I don't know why they pushed it over there. This plane's actually headed to Sacramento. Once it actually gets disconnected, you will see it. If you guys look at your flight radar, I got extremely excited because I saw what looks like a Hawaiian Airlines A330 and I thought maybe he's landing. Nope, he's going to Austin. He's actually going to pass directly above us.
There's an Alaskan plane about to cross the bridge.
Cool. And then over here, we're about to get an Alaskan plane that's going to be Alaska Airline plane crossing the bridge right now. So he'll show up any second now. My back is still tense, man. I screwed it up and I took medicine, and when it wears off, oh, I can just feel it. Getting old sucks, dude. Like the simplest thing will just agitate an injury and you're like, ah.
sit in a truck all night here, and it's nice, but it hurts your back.
It does, man. It wears you out. All right, where's this Alaska plane?
He's turning on to range right.
So we're waiting to see this Alaska Airlines plane that is about to cross over. It is actually a little Embraer 175 operated by Horizon Air. I know they fly into Everett. Horizon Air flies into Everett, and I'd like to go there when the 747, the final 747's built. I think it's supposed to be rolling out in October.
Really?
So that's going to be like, honestly, that's one of my
I didn't know the
wishes.
final one was being built.
Yeah, the final, they were supposed to kill the program in 2012, and then UPS bought a bunch of 747-8s, and Atlas Air has taken the last 4 747s built.
I might have to go to that. I've always wanted to do a tour out there.
Oh, dude, it is awesome. I went over, I went to the Museum of Flight. The Museum of Flight is a really cool experience, like when you go to Seattle. Like, also they have like Future of Flight, and Future of Flight is more like showcasing where flight is headed. And it's, when I went, it was like during peak COVID, so there were big mask gurus. They were like yelling at you for not wearing a mask or anything. So this plane is headed to Sacramento. And then we have another United that is actually about to depart. Looking at its butt. And apparently not anymore because my camera decides to pan up. That A350 should be showing up any minute. I'm going to scan the skies for it.
There's a Hawaiian at 40,000 feet above us right now.
Yeah, I know. My luck, my freaking glasses are going to fall off. I'm like looking out there, I'm like, my glasses are already loose. I was like, oh no, I'm blind. But yeah, anyways, guys, let me check the chat. I'm very good at trying to keep communication with you guys.
British is over Fountain Hills.
Yeah, Museum of Flight has a Concorde. It's awesome. I want to become a pilot, but I'm also poor. Not poor, I don't like that.
I don't pass the medical.
Yeah.
I've tried.
Hello, Jose. Greetings to you, my friend. Medellin, Colombia. The home of Pablo Escobar. That's how I know it, I'm sorry. So, alrighty, we're waiting for this. A350 is above Fountain Hills. So it looks like the Speedbird is on its way. 12 minutes out, guys. And I think our next plane will be a Southwest 737 coming in from Seattle, if it doesn't change where it's going to be landing. Chances are it's going to be landing on the north end. Alrighty, so the United is finally on the move, guys. I just love seeing when this plane turns. And I believe this plane is actually going to be next. So what time do you usually go to work? Like 10? 9?
I work a 9-to-5 job. Other end of the clock.
I went into work at I woke up at 4:30 and I went to work at 5:30. Just been in front of a computer all day, man. It's like the brain is just fried right now. This is my peace. When I come plane spot, it's literally, I don't think about anything, just watch planes. It's my getaway.
I'm going to Falcon Field in Mesa. They put up a glass barrier so you.
Oh yeah, Falcon Field does have a really nice plane spotting. They built it like right next to the tower, and it's cool. I would just wonder how long that barrier is going to be clear.
I went over there the other day and trying to take photos through it.
Problem is like,
reflections.
yeah, reflections. You can get a circular polarizer for it. Maybe that will help you, but
I was able to do it through the chain link fence and focus out of the fence.
maybe one day I'll set up a stream out there and just see what we can get. Some general aviation, film some Cessnas, maybe get some of the World War II aircraft.
Yeah, they have the commemorative museum out there. Last old planes flying.
Pushback does start an adventure, Brandon. That sound of the jetway pulling away is always like awesome. When you hear the bell,
Yeah.
it's like either you're going on an adventure or you're in school. That's about it.
What can be annoying though is they'll leave that bell on all night at times. They'll forget to turn it off.
Scumbags. Yeah, I was initially given an opportunity to work for the airport, man. I was going to be the digital communications officer, but it just wasn't a fit with my job. Like, I was going to actually lose my business if I stuck with them, so.
Should be right about there. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. So, all right, guys. So this is the plane we are all waiting for. There is the Speedbird, the A350. Approaching the pattern. So we are going to be in for a treat with this plane. Gets a BA A350 1000. Jeebus. Brandon? Yes. As we wait, so let's see. We filmed it when it was like about 7,000 feet. So our next plane that's coming is the Seattle based 737, and then our plane that we're going to be waiting for is the A350. So here's the Seattle, the Southwest that's coming from Seattle. Also, for those of you guys that are new here, my name is Slav. Basically, I'm a Phoenix-based plane spotter, run on Instagram called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, and we started streaming approximately 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna get better, I promise you that. I just want to turn this into like an aviation-friendly group where we chat about planes and just hang out. Alright, let's see this bad boy push out. I kind of dig the blue on this freaking plane. It adds some character to it. So up next we have a brand new A350 coming in. It's literally manufactured in January 2022. Registration GXWBJ. It is a brand new plane, A350-1000. He is about to touch down here, so let's see. Do you guys think he's going to have a smooth touchdown, or is he going to have a rough touchdown? And maybe it's Captain Dave. What's up, Phoenix Flame fan? Thanks, Kate. Alrighty, we can see the Speedbird turning over there. I've come to a conclusion that my camera likes to focus on the roof that it starts pointing to. So we gotta wait until he gets a little bit below the roof, because he's above the roof level right now. Also, I think our AT&T hotspot might have actually shipped. I just got an alert on my watch that your package is on its way. Alrighty, so let's see this A350 touchdown, and once it touches down, I'll see what else is happening, and if we have nothing going on, I will actually give you guys we always like to end these chats with like a fun message. I want you guys to be happy. Remind you about the little things in life we take for granted. So I think this United might actually be waiting for another United plane to land before they push it out. And the Speedbird is officially appearing. It's in my focal range, so let's follow it. There she is, coming in straight from London. You know that thing where they say objects in mirror are closer than they appear? This thing is large, and it's only going to get larger. Okay, my bet is he's going to actually hit it very rough. Something tells me, follow the back wheels. Alrighty, I said he was going to land a little bit rough. You guys said butter. If I'm wrong, I apologize. That was a bit rough. Look at those engines. And Speedbird has arrived, guys. Beautiful shot with Camelback in the back. He planted it very well. Apparently my entire chat has turned against me. That's cool, guys. I'll start my own chat where people agree with me. Just kidding. man, it is a hot one. Getting any good shots?
Oh, yeah. Light post right my way, though.
Dude, these light posts in Phoenix are so terrible. Like, I don't understand who designed Sky Harbor, but whoever did should be like threatened.
If it was cooler outside, I'd go to the top, to the roof, but...
Oh, dude, I honestly hide. I like to hide underneath here because the equipment doesn't like the heat, and I don't like the heat. Just wears me out, dude. And let's watch a small boy land. It's no A350, but it also is a beautiful plane. We have another plane incoming. If I can launch my flight radar very quickly, I will tell you what it is. My flight radar is still stuck and frozen. And that looks like an A220-100 coming in from Seattle. Or as I like to call it, the CS series jet. This is Kate's favorite plane. I'm a big fan of the windows of this plane, the front windows. You can get some really cool shots of the pilots. Actually, let's see if they taxi this way. Maybe we can zoom in on their faces. Nope, they have their sunshades on. I spoke too soon. What time is that American 777 departing? Do you know? Alrighty, let's see what time this London-based. They're always late, so let's see what our next plane is, and then I may call it at night for you guys. Just wanted to get on for a little bit and experiment. Anyways, any questions you guys have? It's an awesome transition, isn't it? A350 Light, correct, Mr. Blue Jet. Brandon, it looks like it's delayed. Unless he pushes back now, but it shows it's supposed to take off at about 6:23. So we'll see if we can wait, and if hopefully everything runs according to plan, we might be able to get this. If this mighty Verizon doesn't fail us. I'm really curious why this plane hasn't pushed back yet, because they disconnected the sky bridge. To me, that is extremely weird. Usually they're out of here like within a minute or two. Maybe it's an empty plane, maybe they have to shuttle it, maybe waiting for operations, who knows. Our next plane will probably be an Airbus A321 coming from Philadelphia. It's an 8-year-old plane. Registration N913 US. But it's a nice change having a different backdrop to freeze you guys on versus the traditional Southwest, which I've done. Alrighty. Looks like they're about to push it back. You can actually see the ground crew moving, the wing walkers, so they don't back it up into another plane. What is the meaning of life? To collect memes. So fun fact, this plane, N39415, took its first flight in 2008. That's crazy. Kevin, yes, I was spotting. I caught a couple of the 747s. The coolest shot I have, I was actually right underneath one of them when it was coming to runway 26. I didn't realize that your ears would pop from the pressure of the plane. So I thought I was going to go deaf afterwards. Ryan's daily memes. Memes are life. Alright, dude, what is this guy doing? Push back, damn it. What is going to, oh, he's actually pushing back. I actually just answered my own question. I said, what will happen first? Will the Philadelphia plane land or will this move? And it has been foretold. What is that little antenna? It's like a fin? Internet? Dial-up? Closer look of the engine. It's a beautiful shot of this United plane. I like these close-ups where you can actually see the hard-working ground crew doing their thing and vibing. Take care, John. Hey, Edward, you're in Osaka. That's crazy. Okay. Hey, Mr. Blue Jet, I think United might actually start flying They might actually fly in for when is it? Which day is it? Friday, when the Chiefs come in, they usually charter a United 777. Alrighty, here comes the A321 from Philadelphia. Let's see this touchdown. Also, I'm really baffled how American Airlines, their 777 is always late. The day that plane is on time, I will give you guys $5. You have 3 days for it to be on time. Because knowing my luck, it's going to be on time and I'll have to give you all $5. Also, I hope you guys are having a good week. It's hump day. It's actually been like a little weekend. It's been like a short week for a lot of us. I did work on Monday, so. Oh, I'm starting to fade from this heat, man. It's finally getting to me. I'm like, I want a nap. I want to sing that song. I want to go home. But I can't.
Anyone from Arizona that says they love the heat is lying.
Yeah, anyone from Arizona, we're talking. Anyone from Arizona that tells you they love the heat, they're lying. I think half of us just wish the heat would disappear. But it's crazy. It's like middle of September, dude, and we're still getting these crazy temperatures. Never used to be like this. September is where you would like, okay, I can maybe put on jeans or maybe those pants that can like become shorts. Yeah. I don't understand. I just want to get that 777 departing. But he is like very, very delayed. He's like 20 minutes delayed, man.
Once the Phoenix Suns start flying in every day, their flight number is Delta Airlines 8939. They'll always keep the same one. So if you ever try to want to take a photo, they'll list.
Cool. Thanks, man. I know, like, so the 757s, are they leased by the NBA or is it just Delta's VIP package?
So Qatar offloads them, but the Suns charter the plane itself.
I'm surprised the Phoenix Suns don't actually have their own plane.
I guess they used to. Years and years ago. It got sold to FedEx, I believe.
Whatever happened to that, you remember that 757 that had the Coyotes thing that was like disappearing or falling apart?
Unluckiest plane alive. It went to Marana.
Did it? It's done?
Or either Marana or Pinal Air Park. But it's getting scrapped.
So we got an answer. That 757 that had the Coyote on the back is getting scrapped. Dude, I heard a lot of people were pissed off that it was sitting on the ramps because it was like leaking a bunch of stuff on it.
I worked over there at Qatar for 2 years before coming to the city. It put a indent in the asphalt about that deep. It left it about halfway full of fuel.
Wow. We have nothing cool to transition to except these empty things. Whew. Man, this sweat is like biting my eyes. I don't like it. I can see the 777 tail, but it's not moving at all. And I think our next plane is going to be a CRJ 900 coming in from Long Beach. Hey Odin's son, it's hot everywhere now. Rule number 1, pilots will never rate each other's landings. I think that's like man code. If you rate each other's landings, then that's bad. But we'll still do it because we don't care. Alrighty. I literally picked a really dead day to do this.
I'll believe it when I see it, but it's showing the high of 94 here on Friday.
So on Friday, it's showing a high of 94, but we both think here that these people are lying to us because our weather people always lie. They'll put like a sun and then they'll put clouds, so they're like, oh, we'll be safe. Oh, who remembers TED Airlines? You guys remember like the subsidiary of them? It used to be called TED. It was like a regional airline for United, and it didn't last too long. Whew. I love these shots when you can actually see the other planes in the background that are approaching. And when my camera decides it wants to not focus because it is hot to the touch. But yeah guys, we've literally, I think this is week number 2 of the stream. Officially, it's like a 2-week anniversary of it. A lot of growing pains, I'll straight out tell you, a lot of growing pains. So there's been a lot of testing to make sure everything works, and now that I said it, something is going to go terribly wrong. I shouldn't have said anything. Alrighty. Eventually it'll pick it up and focus. I guess not. And it's a plane from Sacramento. It's a Southwest 737. I'm a big Sacramento Kings fan, and we are a terrible, terrible organization. Terribly run. We drafted Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley is Marvin Bagley. We could have had Trae Young. We could have had Luka Doncic. We got Marvin Bagley. Also, if you've never been to a basketball game in Sacramento, I strongly encourage it. It's actually really cool. Small town vibe. They're very loyal to their team. You better be loyal if your team doesn't make the playoffs for 17 years and you still support them. We almost moved to Seattle, but thank God we didn't. Kevin Johnson. So our next plane is an American Airbus A321 coming in from Charlotte. It's 20 years old. Wow guys, 2002 was 20 years ago. That is wild. Apologize, I haven't been monitoring the chat as much. just want to see this freaking plane depart. The 777. That is my goal. And he is not moving at all. I really hope that 777 moves like in the next 10 minutes. Maybe it'll be earlier than it's delayed right now. Chances are, probably not.
Knowing our tower, they just go in and out.
Dang, Chad, you've been gone for a while. Hey, Kathy, A350. I'm good, man. Flagstaff is actually beautiful.
Can't wait for the Super Bowl next year. There's going to be a lot of different aircraft here.
Oh yeah, big time. I think Scottsdale is going to be very busy during the big game. Not going to use the name of the big game because NFL will probably sue me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your guys is. I think the Mavericks wanted to draft Giannis, and thank God they drafted the one guy that's no longer in the league. I can't even think of him. It was the ginger guy. But Giannis is a good player. I guess he's a very good dude. When he was first drafted, he used to actually he would take the bus to practice and people would randomly pick him up, which is like weird. Just imagine you're driving through Milwaukee and you see a basketball player and people didn't think he'd be anything, and look at him now. Like, he single-handedly destroyed the Suns, which was sad, man. The Suns were up 2-0.
I think that was up to, it was a distraction that happened that game.
Yeah.
I know where the areas that Amazon parks their planes. I know the FBOs are going to be taking over that area during the big game next year.
Oh, nice.
So there's going to be a lot of planes there.
So we're hearing that the area where FedEx is going to be putting their planes, the FBOs are taking over for the big game. So let's look at this cyborg of a plane. So right over there is the Honeywell 757. I think we got it flying on one of the streams.
You did?
Yeah, I did. It was one of the cyborg planes. It's like, when it flies, it's wonderful. I think one time I saw it had like an extra engine on the side.
Yeah, it's interesting inside that thing. I've been in it a few times, and it's just
bunch
all
of
stripped out. It's not meant to look nice. So
the interior is just a bunch of freaking like test stuff in there.
It almost looks like the inside of an E6.
Yeah. So Honeywell does a lot of cool stuff. So they'll basically get this thing airborne every now and then, and every time it flies, you're just like baffled that this thing is still flying. And then here we have a little ER or a CRJ. I don't know, I started this stream just for fun, man. I come out here, I'm like, whatever, I'll start streaming. And since I've started streaming this stuff, it's been kind of fun. I've met some cool people. I didn't realize how nerdy the plane spotting community is.
Oh, yeah.
Nerdy, and in a sense, some of them are very mean. Like,
I've met a few guys, like not me.
Like,
almost everyone I've met so far has been friendly.
The one place that I've had a bad luck is Gateway. Mesa Gateway, the plane spotters there are like very territorial. Like, literally, if you're an outsider from their community, they will just be like making weird noises.
I was so disappointed this year when they canceled the air show at Luke Air Force Base.
Yeah, that was BS. Luke was supposed to have a big air show, and then out of nowhere, they're like, nah, bro, we're canceling it.
It was like 3 weeks before the show.
Yep.
It was supposed to happen.
So our next plane that is landing is an American Airlines Airbus A321 coming from San Diego. I had friends that went to San Diego this winter, or not winter, this Labor Day, and they actually told me they wish they had stayed in Phoenix. Those are the words I had never thought I'd hear. Apparently California has been 20 degrees above normal and in temperature, and it's become quite miserable. Last year I went to California around this time, and it was actually really hot. It was during like the tail end of the whole COVID lockdown craze, and everybody was there. It was, dude, the beaches were so freaking packed. But I want to go to San Diego's airport. I like that parking structure everybody gets those cliche photos at.
I've always wanted to go to Toronto that has a really nice plane spotting area.
I don't know if we have anybody from Toronto. Do you guys have a nice plane spotting area? We'd like to know.
It might be Vancouver. I know it's one of those two.
Toronto or Vancouver? Which one has the best plane spotting locations? Go, you're on the clock. Here comes the plane from San Diego in a very, very hot Arizona. Also, special thanks to Kate for monitoring this chat and getting rid of all the bots. You are the MVP. And for those new people that are coming in, my name is Slav. I run a page called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. Click the like, subscribe, and notification for future streams. I really hate doing this. It's like literally, I feel like I'm pushing stuff on people, and I hate pushing stuff on people. And here, these are the United gates. These were full of 737s and random other planes, but they all departed for work. Well, it looks like the 777 may have pushed back. I can see the tail over. So he should be moving any second now, and we should be able to see him. That's awesome, Bills. Yeah, come out when it's cooler, man. I'll straight up tell you, it's hot. Aircraft's flown on Viscount, BAC-1, Bristol, Brit. You have a very huge collection of the TU. The Tupolevs are actually really nice.
Someone just messaged they pushed back the 777.
Yeah, I see the 777 that's being pushed back. So, all right, guys, the 777 will be our final plane of this stream. So once he takes off, I will give you guys my farewell message that has become customary on this stream. But let's stare at these planes instead of the gate.
Hopefully it taxis this way.
Oh, it's taxiing. I think, honestly, usually the 777 takes off on this runway. Especially if the other side is busy, it usually will take this side. Yeah, eventually my goal for this stream will be, I want to bring different people to stream or like host it, and I just want to run the computer because I want to use it as a switchboard. We're going to make it a little bit different. We're going to like randomly pop like facts. I don't know, like pop-up video like of the 1990s. And the other day I went to actually just take photos of planes, and I didn't realize how much I actually just missed doing that. Alrighty. The 777 is moving right now, guys.
It's turning left. Perfect.
Alrighty. So we're going to see the Colgate, as I call it. Looks like a tube of Colgate. Like the toothpaste. You're about to see a big chunky plane pop out of nowhere. It's a chunky girl. Chunky girl. I'm delusional right now, it's hot. Oh yeah, this humidity, Josephine, has literally worn me out. Worn me out to the max. So here we go. Here is our final plane of the night, or of the evening. Also, for all of you guys, I would like to thank you for spending at least some part of your day with us. With the beautiful backdrop of Papago, Mesa Airlines hangar.
Perfect. He's taking off
You can make out the crew. So hopefully the arrival pattern isn't too busy and we can get them airborne ASAP, because these people are late by 40 minutes, American Airlines. Fun fact, a recent JD Power and Associates poll ranks American Airlines below Spirit Airlines. That is impressive. That is very impressive.
That takes work.
Huh?
That takes work.
Yeah, it takes work outspiriting Spirit. If they get any worse, JetBlue might buy them out. I'm still baffled by the whole like fighting over Spirit Airlines by Frontier and JetBlue. Like, why? Why do you want that? Why do you want those problems? I understand like you probably have the same aircrafts, but at the same time, like,
Sell the aircraft for scrap.
dude, I honestly think Spirit is, they're going to have to rebrand them because like they have such a terrible reputation.
I wouldn't want them, even if they got a really good deal on it.
Dude, so I used to work for GCU and I was their photographer, and one time I flew JetBlue back from a game, and the one thing I'll never forget, I set my camera back down under the seat. Dude, there was vomit. It was disgusting. Like, just thinking about it makes me want to gag. Let's watch a landing while this guy taxis. Lovely little 737. And up there, we have a Black Hawk helicopter. A lot of random action today, guys. Maybe they're flying to see the 777. I know I would.
Here's two of them took off, but there's only one.
I think they probably came from the base down the road.
They're still, the other one's still over the base. Oh, you can see it right there. Right above it.
Looking at the United flight crew. Sorry guys, I'm trying to focus more on filming, so kind of ignored you in the chat. I apologize. I will look through the live chat and answer any questions on the comments, I promise. Also guys, remember to hit that like button. It helps me out quite a bit. I love coming here when they have Air Force One come in, especially if they're coming landing on 2-6. You get some of the most beautiful shots.
I got to drive the air stairs up to once, about 2 years ago. That was interesting. Boring.
It's a cool experience. When that plane shows up, it's like, first of all, there's a gigantic temporary flight restriction. So I had to do a job a few years ago when the president was in town, and literally my client was pissed off because I didn't want to take off, but there's literally a 50-mile TFR. But I told him, like, listen, it's basically a $50,000 fine, and then my certificate would go, be missing very quickly. It doesn't like the sun. It looks like an American Airlines 737. Or it's a Delta coming from Salt Lake City. Or I could just be oh, it's an Alaska. Yeah, it's an Alaska, you know. I had 3 options and I picked 2 of the worst ones and the wrong ones.
There's only one plane I've always wanted to see. I'm hoping I eventually get the chance if they ever rebuild it. 25.
Dang.
I've always wanted to see that.
Alrighty guys, so here's our plane. We have the 777 is getting in the area right now, so let's see it. I gotta go position myself better so my bag doesn't blow out. Alrighty, we are waiting for this American Airlines 777 to take off. Let's see how soon he's going to take off. So we got to monitor all of the incoming traffic as we wait. Talk about a grand finale. Yesterday we had an A300, and today we're going to have a special 777 taking off. It might be after this plane lands that's coming from Las Vegas. Or maybe not. It's showing that it is still chilling here. Come on, man. I think if he was to turn here, you could actually take off very quickly. Yes, I've actually caught Air Force One on video.
Florida 1 is on its way. It is, but it's barely crossing into Arizona from New Mexico.
Yeah, Florida 1 is in New Mexico, so sorry guys, maybe next time I'll be able to get it. If I didn't have to save my job, I'd say yes. I understand why he is waiting. Like, you have enough space. Of course, it's always a Southwest plane that screws it up. Hopefully this Southwest plane will land. Then it looks like we have a JFK, from JFK, a 737 MAX 8 coming in. So I would just love for this thing to depart after this Southwest plane. Let's see, do we have motion? Alrighty, we have motion by the 777. Actually, we have no motion by the 777. Come on, dude. Get out of here. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. I'm hoping after the Southwest lands, he will actually depart. Special thanks to Nature Heals for sending us a tip. I really appreciate you. It's going to cover 1 hour of my 3 hours of parking. And thank you very much for the support. I appreciate you. Departs 45 minutes late, arrives at London Heathrow on time. Yep. Logic. American Airlines logic. I think we are going to have to wait for 2 planes to land before this thing departs. I'm just hoping he can like actually just turn and burn, as somebody said. You actually just saw the plane that is holding us up. Hit the like button, guys. It would help me out quite a bit. You know, the algorithm is what helps me out. So they cleared another plane to land. So I believe the plane that is landing is going to be a JFK, a plane coming from JFK. It's a 737 MAX 8. And I am hoping that right after that, they're going to allow it to leave. As this is a suspenseful wait for this plane to depart. Dude, I can't even see the American airline that's coming in because of the sun. Okay. So hopefully after this plane lands, this plane will get clearance. Also, never point your camera into the sun, it burns your sensor.
The 777 had requested to hold.
Requested to hold?
But they just asked if they can go after this.
So the 777 requested to hold, according to my friend. So here we have it, American Airlines 737 MAX 8. And let's see the 777. And looks like we have movement for the 777. So they just cleared an Embraer flight that's coming from Prescott. Hey Juan, yell at the guy that's flying from Prescott, please. It's killing our game. Oh yeah, those people on the plane are probably like, dude, what's going on? No problem, Josephine. Who do we have to give this wrench to? Oh man, this is like, the suspense is like killing me. This is like watching the end credits of a freaking Avenger movie. Huh?
Air flight just switched to 7 left.
He is cleared for takeoff, guys. There we have it. So, alrighty guys. Well, I'd like to thank all of you for spending at least some part of your day with me. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for keeping our community growing. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you have a good week. Let's watch this plane go to London. Remember to hit that like, subscribe, and notification for future streams. And I appreciate all of you guys. And remember to tell your loved ones you love them and never go to bed angry. And there she goes, off to London. Alrighty guys, well thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Sky Harbor Live. Special thanks to our moderators, and I appreciate all of you guys. And if I didn't say hello to anybody, hello. And this is a hello for everybody. So you guys have a wonderful rest of the day and a wonderful rest of the week. I will see you guys on Friday.